What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about some Star Wars news, but before we do get into that, remember to get this channel growing, make sure to hit that subscribe and make sure to smash that like button if you like what you see, and also that notification bell so you're always in the know. Don't forget, I have a membership and a merch store. And without further ado, let's get into today's episode. Now, there has been news with George Lucas coming back and doing a Star Wars thing and coming back to Star Wars just overall. Now, I want to talk about something different than that because he once talked about his plans for the sequel trilogy. Now going back to that, and that was drastically different from the previous entries and what Disney sequels have given us. Now, George Lucas originally planned to make the sequel trilogy in his globally popular Star Wars franchise. Now, after Lucasfilm was acquired by Disney, his plans were scrapped and the studio took a new creative direction. However, Lucas once detailed his plans for the sequel trilogy in the book Star Wars Archives 1999 to 2005, episodes 1 through 3. Now, in the book, Lucas revealed that he originally intended for the sequels to have an addition focus on the plight of the stormtroopers. Now, Lucas explained that after the rebels won, the stormtroopers would have been disbandoned. Now, Lucas also talks about the sequels that would have taken inspiration from the Iraq War aftermath, and the stormtroopers would have gone on their different path and made a fresh start somewhere else in the galaxy. Now, Lucas also talked about explaining how he wished to expand upon the stormtroopers at one point again and their story in his original plans for the sequel trilogy. Now, given that the earlier trilogy simply treat stormtroopers as soldiers in the war between Jedi and Sith, an added focus on them would have been unprecedented in the franchise. Now, also in the same book, Lucas also highlighted his plans for Luke Skywalker in the sequels. Now, Lucas also explained that he intended for Luke to rebuild the Jedi Order, and the filmmaker added that Luke would have encountered the offshoot stormtroopers in a galaxy's underworld. Now, at the same time, he would have struggled to rebuild the Jedi Order. The filmmaker added that Luke would have encountered the offshoot stormtroopers in the galaxy's underworld. Now, at the same time, he would have struggled to rebuild the Jedi Order. He even stated that the Jedi have to grow again from scratch. So Lucas confirms that his sequels would have taken place shortly after Return of the Jedi, implying that he would have seen Luke during his prime as a Jedi Master, and at the same time rebuilding the Jedi Order would have been a long process. Now, this version would have likely resonated with everyone in the fandom a lot better, considering the polarizing reaction to Luke Skywalker, who did fail to rebuild the Jedi Order in the light of what Disney gave us. And I think that's been one of the problems. But look, if George Lucas could come back and do something, give us something in his own version, and I know that they have been talking about him potentially getting his own TV series and what that would look like. Again, I don't know. There hasn't really been anything on that where Disney has confirmed it, so I'm not going to really go off the spectrum and say what he's working on or what I assume. Again, if they do bring him back, I do hope it's something that can be a movie rather than a TV show. I think that if he gets some sort of a movie, I think it'll be received a lot better as opposed to a TV show where he can't really do probably what he would want to do. But then again, it could be something where it is around the stormtroopers, and in that sense, and maybe he wants to change it up. I don't know. But overall, guys, I am excited if this was to be the case. It is sad to see that his sequel trilogy didn't come to light, but overall, to hear that he might potentially get some sort of, chance to bring something back, in a sense of Star Wars, I'm all for it. But light it up in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts, your theories. Do you want to see George Lucas come back and give us something Star Wars-esque in his own version as opposed to Disney's, and give him all the creative space that he can do and give us maybe his own vision of what he would have wanted, I guess the sequels, or even prior to that, what it would have looked like. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning into today's video. For more Star Wars content, hit the subscribe, like, and notification bell. If you really like the video, just really make sure to smash that like button. I'll catch you guys in the comment section and in tomorrow's video.